Hello and welcome to the Emma Dilemma Show number 38 with the Moses.
Speaking of 38, 38 minus 4 equals how old I am. So that's interesting for a few reasons, because I realised I'm going to be 35 this year in July, and that's kind of halfway.
So what?
To
70.
To halfway to 70.
And
I feel 70, like people are like, oh, I'm turning 30 or oh, I'm turning 40. Like, imagine turning 70.
yeah, but imagine turning 80. Imagine turning 90. Imagine turning 100, which Prince Philip didn't do.
Oh, yeah.
Is that insensitive?
Rest in peace.
Moses, is your microphone in the correct place?
No, it's miles away
Something just mental.
from me. Hello.
Yeah, because he's like grabbing a condenser mic aggressively.
I muted it.
Oh, good job.
That's what happens when you're 35.
We got a full house tonight. We got Alex on sound as per you.
Ow!
We got
love
best
Alex.
mate Brenny's back.
Oh! From Wellington.
Oh, and
Oh,
we've
yeah.
got Moses' sister Corral here, which you probably can't see in any camera. And then
Can't see
behind me here, we've got a very special musical guest. We've got Emily C. Browning.
Yeah!
She's gonna play her new song "I Wasn't Into You Anyway" for us, which is a straight banger if you haven't heard it already. If you have not heard it, once she plays it tonight, you're gonna go buy it and shit everywhere.
And
You're literally gonna shit everywhere. How much you like it.
Feces all over the place. What's exciting about this is as we approach our first birthday,
Birthday.
First show birthday. We were just taking stock earlier, and realised that this is actually only our second live guest in the home, which is pretty special in this space. So we had the response at Beatbox, which were pretty cool. So there's a bit of a theme we've got running tonight, and that is, have you struggled with cigarette addiction in your life?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I've been.
Well, actually, no, not personally. I haven't struggled with cigarette or nicotine addiction. I have smoked a lot in my life.
The only struggle I had with cigarettes was, when you get smoke in your eye and it burns like
Oh
fuck.
my god, it's the
you're
worst because you
just like,
accidentally do a little bump off.
Yep.
Like it goes beelines right to your
And
eyeball.
also burning myself when my lips stuck to the filter.
and
the
your
ciggy-
fingers
and you-
slip past it. Yep.
Yeah, and burning your fingers that way.
Yeah.
So I struggled
Have
with
you
it
ever
there.
lit a cigarette backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Many
horrible.
times. And
Ruined.
also, fuck. That was Alex. Jesus.
Guys,
Christ.
we got someone watching from Twitch, Biff32 CPL0 M93 asking,
Literal spam.
do you want to be famous? Buy followers and viewers right here. Thanks for that comment. Very good.
Really great to see that kind of organic engagement. We love genuine followers around here.
Yeah, the
So
genuine
kind of part of
followers
what
are
we're
coming
going
in thick
for.
and hot. No, but we actually
Um,
do have quite a few people commenting already, which is awesome. We had who was at the top? I'm just trying to scroll up. We had Ben Green right in there before we even went live. How good are Tuesday nights? Oh, we got Cuzzy Wade. Hey, Emma Moses and Brenny. Hope you're all
Yo,
good.
Kia ora,
Wade,
brother.
what's
Kia ora,
up?
Kia ora,
cuz.
Wade.
You good?
Cowan is tuning in from Napier.
Oh,
He's kicking the work clobber off and sinking bourbon and beers.
Good
Woo! Good job, Cowan. Nathan says, looking good, Moses.
thank
Ooh.
you. So I've got
Moses
these
has a
glasses.
crush. Doot, doot, doot,
Got
doot.
new glasses from I got them from Recycle Boutique.
Oh, I
Which
thought they were
is-
from BP Edgeware, but
No,
Not
they do
quite the
great
same.
vegetarian sausage rolls, or is that Z? Everyone's
No,
been
it
going
is.
on about these vegetarian sausage rolls
Sausage
lately.
rolls.
no,
I thought it was
I
the
don't think
pies.
it's BP Edgeware.
I thought it was pies that are the good.
No, they're
vegan
more of a
veggie pies.
gourmet pepper steak kind of a place, like the pie.
BP does vegan pies.
They do
Fuck
do
yeah, they
vegan
do.
pies.
Mint vegan pies.
Actual
Mint
delicious.
flavoured.
And, and the mushroom croquettes.
They apparently do also a beef and chocolate pie.
They do.
And
Have
it's
you
not
tried
like it's not like
No, but
mole.
I've seen
Apparently,
God.
there's literal chocolate sauce in there, as if it was like a mince and cheese pie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, quite apparently delicious though. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Chris.
Chris
Hello,
Morgan
Phoebe.
says we like Bots are my only friends.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, and Phoebe joining us from YouTube. I love when people tune on YouTube.
Phoebe only watches from YouTube. I think she might be. Oh, my dad watches from YouTube.
Is this Phoebe Hurst?
It is Phoebe
It is
Hurst.
Hi,
Phoebe
Phoebe. I
Hurst.
love you.
Well, I love you more,
yeah.
Phoebe.
Oh, don't start.
It's
I
not a
win.
competition.
Emily wins.
I reckon Phoebe's actually, she could, okay, on our 1 year anniversary show, we should give out awards. Like, we don't have to give away prizes, but maybe we should, so more people tune in. But we should give out awards for, like, most X amount of comments, or most this and most that. Because Phoebe would win somehow most requests covered in the show. I think I've done about 5 of hers. She just requests the fucking bangers.
And I think, that's funny you say that, because I think a stream deck, what's it
Stream
called?
Deck.
It will probably collate that. And
Yeah.
yeah, which is
Phoebe
really
just
cool.
said we can all compete for her affections via a
We can
knife
all
fight.
compete.
And we will.
And we will live
and
on
speak-
air in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
Speaking of prizes and speaking of contributions and giving back and all that, probably a good time to talk about our beautiful sponsors.
Yes.
James and Freya, here they are, a beautiful local
Gorgeous
couple
couple.
based
Big
here
love.
in Aotearoa, Christchurch, New Zealand, and they came to the party, and so whenever we play songs now, our live studio audience can all listen on beautiful headphones, and
If
we
we're
can all hear
doing
what's going on.
non-acoustic
Thank you.
stuff.
It's really cool.
yes,
So thank you, James
they
and
bought us
Freya.
headphones and
Super
stuff.
lovely. And the headphone amps. That was really cool. And obviously we have our diamond sponsors, our principal sponsors, and our good buddies. Brenny from Ed Sandman, Alex from Harmony Productions. Kia ora. Thank you. And I guess before we go any further, in
okay,
fact,
you're
maybe
welcome.
while Emma sets up for the first song of
Oh,
the evening,
Okay.
it's really important now because, as you know, Emma's recently signed to a major record label, so we have to have a disclaimer. And the views and opinions expressed on the Emma Dilemma show are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any sponsor, guest, client, family member, or affiliated persons. You listening? This is important.
What?
I don't need to listen.
Any content shared, I was talking to the viewers,
Oh,
the
sorry.
dilemmas.
Sorry.
Any content shared on this is opinion only and not intended
I
to
missed a
malign
bit now. Fuck.
any religion, ethnic group, club, organisation, company, individual, or anyone or anything. We're getting there. Third paragraph. Show may contain coarse language, nudity, sex scenes, violence, drug use, excessive consumption of alcohol, and insertion of penis in the river Wombat.
Dun, dun,
Down in
dun,
the river, where I put my
penis
in the river Wombat. Down by the river, where I put my penis in the river Wombat.
Down by the river.
Where I put my penis in the river Wombat. Down by the river, where I put my penis in the river Wombat.
Yeah.
Just for the record, that's an original song by Moses. My APRA number is 614953. So I'm going to be cashing in on the new kind of live streaming performance returns that APRA have just released this
Genuine
this
curiosity, how much money you'll get paid for River Wombat?
I assume if it's anything like venues are, then it's probably going to be a little bit. I've actually calculated. I reckon about $260
Oh, because we do
because
stream
we
so
do
often.
it every week,
That's fantastic.
and there's always at least 100 viewers.
And
kind
well, that's the thing. Do
of
they?
aggregate for the whole show across every platform.
Well, that's what I've been wondering, because when you submit a live performance return specifically for streaming, which has only just come in since the COVID lockdown last year, you have to submit the links at which the APRA people, I guess, can go view the stream, and you can do, like, I submit a Facebook link and
They
a
do
YouTube
have
link.
names.
But do
There's
they? I know, but it
Trilby,
doesn't matter. The people that watch
Garlic.
don't care. I've been wondering whether, because they can't see how many people are watching it actually live, so maybe they go off how many total views it gets, but then the views go up by the time they might get around to seeing it. So we might have like 100 people watch on the night, but if they actually check those links like 3 months later, those numbers could be like 600.
Oh no!
It only works in your favour though.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I'm just wondering like,
we'll just.
whose money am I
I've
stealing?
already thought this through. We'll
Taylor Swift.
We'll just present it through the Stream Deck aggregate score of the total session. Performance. Anyway, without any further ado, I always have this problem.
Or
We've
is
talked
it
about
a
it before.
do?
A do. Without any furry dudes. Without any furry dudes. Please give it up for local hit New Zealand singer-songwriter
Celebrity
Emma Dilemma with her song
That comes out tomorrow.
What?
Really?
Hang on a minute.
What?
Is this song coming out tomorrow?
I have a song coming out tomorrow.
Jesus.
I always knew it was gay.
Hey! It is very gay song.
Because it's coming out.
Yeah, I get it.
It's coming
Bloody
out.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk a bit more about it after I
Yeah.
butcher this. I've never played it on the stream or acoustically before.
I've never
It's a
heard
pop punk song, so it's very hard to translate. I can't hold power chords very well with my
Hang
hands,
on, I'd
but-
love to listen to the mix. I guess I'll just put on these amazing brand new headphones from our sponsors, James and Freya. Thank you, James and Freya. Right.
We already went through the sponsor.
Oh,
Are they working?
we did, but it's just
All right.
Working all right?
tied in. They are. It is
Okay,
working
good.
beautifully.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Why don't you bring this desk every week? This is good. All right. The song is called I Want It, and it doesn't actually go like this, but I'm going to try my best. McDonald's, liquor bottles, the fossils, those models, their purses and dresses, role models for the masses, those eyebrows, kissy lips, perfect skin, perfect hips, suck it in, push it up, show the world you're on top, perfection, reflection, midsection, injections, perfection, reflection, midsection, injections, I think I'll just go take it all, these credit cards won't get full right, I have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. Look at them on the beach, is that out of my reach? Golden skin, golden sands, holding drinks in their hands. Diet pills, diet drinks, they must have self-esteem. I could buy some of that, get the most double taps. I think I'll just go take it all. These credit cards won't get full right. I have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. I want it, 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 I want it. I think I'll just go take it all. These credit cards won't get full right. I have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. I think I'll just go take it all. These credit cards won't get full right. I have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. I have to have what she has, what he has, what they have. Oh, thanks.
Lovely.
I love the song.
I liked it.
Really?
I liked it.
It's coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, it's just an album track, and me and Moses filmed a music video for it in our garage,
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty fun. So obviously the song's like about Instagram culture and consumerism and shit like that. And so I thought of this idea to film like a cheap and free video myself, and it's stop motion. And to every beat of the song, just more and more shit fills in the room around me, and I get more and more maniacally happy about all the shit that I don't need.
Very good.
I've had a cheeky look at it. And
It's pretty
it's
funny.
fucking awesome. It's fucking.
Thanks, Brittany.
It's
It's pretty low budget, but
No, it's fucking cool.
kind of goes with the song. But yeah, we had fun filming that because I told Moses this idea. I was like, I'm gonna have. There's still like things in my house
Yeah, I
that
know.
have like numbers on them.
I was gonna say we're still peeling stickers off. all the
Yeah,
shit
because
in
I
your
was like,
house.
all right, I listed like I made this list of like 140 things I own or something.
There's one there. on
I
the
don't
screen.
remember.
And why was it? Why? Oh, because it was every beat to the it's
every
like
beat of the song.
stop motion.
Yeah. And then Moses is like, fuck, that's going to be hard for continuity because what if we get like 80 bits in and then in between a couple shots things tumble over and we have to like try and reset it up. And I was like, fuck yeah. And then like 30 seconds later I was like, we'll do it backwards.
Oh, take
do it
everything
backwards.
out.
Yes.
Yeah,
So the night
so
before I set up a set in there and I numbered everything so I knew I had the exact amount of beats, right?
Oh my god.
And then one by one, Moses would just take
know.
one thing away, then hit the shutter,
Crazy.
take one thing away, hit the shutter. It didn't actually end up taking very long. We thought it was going to take all day, but
We're basically professional content creators.
that's what people pay us the big bucks for.
Correct. But no, it was good. It was
Fucking
way
hard for
shorter than
useless
expected.
cunts.
But yeah, it comes out tomorrow. And also keep an eye on my pages tomorrow afternoon because then I'm going to launch a competition for it to win $500.
Holy shit, that's a lot of hot dogs.
You're like,
That's a fuck ton.
thank you. Because the premise of it is go in the draw to win $500 to spend on shit that you don't need.
Funny.
Yeah!
So it ties
Yeah.
in.
Like I'm going to give you permission to go
And
just
when you
buy
say
something
$500,
stupid
is that
for
like
your
a
house.
voucher for somewhere?
I
Or is it actual cash?
I think it's a Prezi card. So it's
Very
able
cool.
to be used on the internet and
Hey, that means it's tax free.
correct.
Just
See.
beautiful.
Mm.
She's a businesswoman.
Oh,
I'm a
yeah.
business woman.
It's
I gotta come
postable.
up with the very clickbaity giveaways for album tracks. So people will listen to them because they're not funded. Anyway, it's no marketing budget.
Well, I'm excited because, as we've mentioned, we've got a very special guest in the studio today, and that is Emily Browning, and her amazing new single is out, and you can check that out on Everywhere Cool. And I just realised we should probably set up how we're going to shoot that.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be hard, but
It's not going to be hard. And while we do that, I can basically get into my top 5 for the week, and this is pretty exciting.
Are we doing your one
This
now?
is very,
doing my one
very exciting.
But Moses is going to do his top
I'm going to do my top 5.
Okay, you
You're
do
all
your
good.
top five.
You guys do your thing.
What
Look
is
at
the
them.
top
Let's have a
five
look.
this week, Moses?
Let's see what they're up to. Wow, I'm glad you asked, Brenny, because that is exactly what I'm up to.
That's, me.
This week's top 5 is all about things that I'm excited which are coming up, and in particular, content. So when I say content, I mean movies, TV shows, video games, and I've docked this particular top 5 with the Moses. Top 5 upcoming. It is. No, hang on.
Oh.
Just listen
Hey,
up.
don't be funny while I cut
Listen,
next.
listen up, team. Well, they're just getting everything sorted. So this week is top 5 upcoming content drops.
Top 5.
And so when people say, well, what do you mean a content drop? Oh, well, I just made it up. So it's top 5 upcoming content drops with the Moses. The Moses. Top 5 upcoming content drops with the Moses. The Moses. Very cool. Very excellent. So,
sounded really good.
June. Does anyone remember June? It was a book series, and then it was a
I just read the
Dune.
first one.
You did? You've been
So-
reading it, Alex?
So I read the
Incredible.
first one. So
Incredible.
It took me 2 days.
And it's a wow. It's a big book.
6 months to read that
I
book.
was so entranced.
So the film's coming out, and
Alex is single.
there has been a film series, but I'm extremely excited about this new kind of what do they call it? A reboot,
Masturbating as much.
Reboot.
which is really really cool. So out of my top 5, yeah, June's
Remix.
going to be absolutely incredible. Second one, Raised by Wolves.
Oh, yes.
Has anyone seen this? The hype for
Yeah.
this?
I've seen
So
that.
this is like,
That's awesome.
it looks like it's gonna be. There's this. The premise is there's like androids who are off planet bringing up a human race.
Mm-hmm.
It's an HBO Max series or some shit, but looks really fucking exciting.
Good promo.
So Raised by Wolves.
Check
gonna
it out
be
on
mean.
HBO Mac or some shit.
Diablo 4. So I don't know if anyone's played many video games in their life.
No.
I have, but Diablo 2 was a massive part of my life, and 3 was okay. I got it, and they did a big overhaul, but I was already off it.
Was
But
Diablo 4 most of 4 form for you? Or?
No, well, Diablo 4 isn't. Diablo 2 was. It was, bro. Yeah, most of 5th form. Yeah.
I know, when you said you're 35, I did the maths.
You did the math, Brenny. Very smart. But yes, Diablo 4 is coming out, and I'm incredibly excited about that. Fourth of my top, Shadow and Bone. Has anyone seen the hype for Shadow and Bone? It's a series, and it actually comes out in 3 days.
No, haven't heard about
Which
that.
I'm really, really excited about. I think it's going to be a great series. But you never know. You've just got to tune in, check the stuff out. But I'm honestly pretty excited. Look at the trailer later. And here it is. Out of my top 5, the number 1 upcoming content drop that I'm excited about is your content. That's right, Yeah, I am a bastard. I'm a cheeky bastard. So that could be you're having a baby, you're starting a new job.
Maybe you're releasing
a
a
song.
song.
Maybe going to be releasing a song.
You've made a movie.
Maybe you've made a new dish.
Maybe you built someone a website.
Who knows?
Your neighbour out.
Maybe you help your neighbour out.
Maybe you set up someone's fibre connection.
Maybe you set up someone's fibre connection. These are the things that I'm excited about. These are the content drops coming up. That's been my top 5. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans of all genders and orientations. That's been top 5 upcoming content drops with the Moses. The Moses. Yeah! Top 5 upcoming content drops with the Moses. The Moses. I reckon I can get that one. I can get that one on APRA as well. I reckon. Definitely. That's a jingle. That's officially a jingle.
Just the lyrics change every week. That's all.
Is the reverb out of it?
Well, without any further furrier dudes, let's take a look at what these crazy kids have gone and how they've set up the shot. What have we got here? Switch. Oh, look at that! What a lovely shot. Emily, welcome.
Hi.
Oh, hang on. Okay, start again. Yep, go now.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're on Moses. Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well. I've been so well catered for, taken care of. The minute I walked in the door is, can I get you this? Would you like a drink? Take a seat. Here's some headphones. So.
Here's a cat.
Here's
Fantastic.
a freaking cat.
That's crazy. That cat's called Meaty.
Meaty.
Yeah, it's Meaty.
No joke.
She's the best. Actually, her full name is Arnie Meaty Jommy Robin. Arnie for Arnie DeFranco, Meaty for what? Your little
Jaden's
brother's
little
toy?
brother's first ever soft toy.
And then Jommy because that's
First ever
Moses'
soft toy.
drunken alter ego and Robin's.
Ah, because Robin's. Right.
I was only allowed to get 2 cats if he was allowed to name one, so that's why that happened.
Right. Compromise. That's
Yeah.
what it's called. Is it vegan friendly? Is she vegan friendly?
Yep.
Yes,
She
she
is.
She probably
only
eats meat.
She only eats bickies,
Oh.
and they say that there's real fish in them, but I don't know.
It's probably
It's probably
soy
sawdust.
based. Yeah, sawdust.
Fish don't have feelings.
She loves it though. Look, she eats so much
She
of it. That's
is-
why she's so chunky.
That's why she's happy.
She is
Look
She
happy.
at
loves
her.
Brenny so much.
And speaking of happy, I'm happy because it's just so lovely to have you here, Emily.
Yeah.
Thanks, Moses.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the heck you up to?
What am I doing here?
What are you gonna play?
What
What's
is this
going on in
place?
your life?
What's going on in my life? Gosh, there's just this one song that I did, and I have no follow-up. Emma will know that that's not the smart way to be an artist. You have to have like 4 months of content prepared, like multiple releases, probably an album in the works. I've got this song, and that's pretty much it.
But it's an absolute fucking banger.
I literally put all my eggs into this one basket. But it got funded, which is awesome.
It did.
Got
Congratulations.
funded by the lovely friends at NZ On Air, which I do confuse with Air New Zealand. Do you do that too?
Moses
Funded by
actually,
Air New Zealand.
Moses actually went up
I
to
have a
them.
great story. I have a great story. I can just tell. We were at Heroes and Heroines, which is a big gig here in Christchurch, put on by Fledge, and I think Bick Runga was playing, and Tiki Tane, and
15.
Lawrence in Arabia, and also I opened. So just
You did.
I opened. But I met Sarah, the lovely Sarah Crow, and we were just chatting, and
I'm pretty sure Brendan was there too.
Was Brendan there? Oh,
Brendan.
and Brendan. No, it was when it was still Brendan Smith before
Yeah.
before Mr. Riddler took over.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just said to her, we were talking, and she said she'd worked at NZ On Air, and I was like, that's amazing. Oh, you must travel quite a bit. What's the travel like? And because in my brain I thought she'd said Air New Zealand, and it took about an hour of chat over the course of the evening, and then I said something, so when you're flying, like blah blah blah, and she was like, "Oh no, I'm at NZ on Air, not Air New Zealand." It was just a funny moment. It was a funny moment.
It was so good.
It happens to the best of us.
It does.
It does.
It really does.
But that's awesome. It's funded. You made a music video. It's a fucking cool music video.
People from Australia can come over and listen to it.
They can now.
Via Air New Zealand.
New Zealand.
They haven't put me on that playlist yet.
Damn it. Me either.
I have a question about the music video.
Yeah.
With obviously, spoiler alert. With the underneath
The
you,
blue clamshell.
Yeah. Was that?
Did you have one growing up? Because I did.
Yes.
I think all Kiwi kids did. I think Americans are like, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is, but we all know it's a sandpit slash water. Yeah, like a
paddling pool.
Paddling pool for like a hot summer's day when you didn't want to take the kids to like the actual pool and spend money on that.
If
You just
you didn't
fill
have
it up
one,
with the
your
hose.
neighbour had one, eh?
Exactly right. And usually there's one kind of like 15 years later that's in the garden somewhere and no one quite knows what to do with it. So it's kind of like grown its own weeds and it's just like a little planter.
It's always got a crack in it.
It's always got a crack in it, so you can't choose it.
From that, is it in the video just to catch the milk, or is there a symbolic reason for it being in there?
I just kind of when we came up with the music video idea, I envisioned it. I was like, there has to be one of those blue clamshells that we had as a kid, and Mitre 10 still sells them.
Wow!
I thought I was gonna have to search like
So you
the
got a
eco
brand
shop.
new one.
It cost me $10.
What?
It's like the cheapest like kitted out like setup for a music video
That's
ever.
I would
amazing.
have gone straight to my neighbour's
And then
house
you use it in your
And
press
then,
shot.
and then it was a bonus because it did catch the milk.
It
and
did
then
catch the
set
milk. That was the
really
point.
did a
And I
great
wanted to,
job.
and I wanted it to be like when you first see the first like opening shot where you see my feet kind of walking in and sitting down in this blue clamshell. You
and
want to be like,
high heels too.
what the fuck is that? Like what is going on? Why is that? Because someone said to me, is she gonna like vomit or like why
Maybe.
is that? What is that gonna be catching? So that's what I wanted. I wanted the mystery.
Cool. And then you used it in your press shot, which was cool.
Yeah,
as well.
that clamshell has had so much more fame.
It's getting
than I
its
had.
money worth.
It really is. And now it sits in my living room like we don't really know what to do with it, but it
Hang it on
looks
the wall.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Hang
make
on
it
the wall.
art.
Yeah.
Now, just before we launch into this beautiful song, Emily, who have we got here? Jed Armstrong Parsnip.
I've
I'm
heard of
not
him.
sure who that is. He says, "What about that time Moses didn't offer Emily a beer because he's a sexist pig?" Hang on.
Oh, that was
Can
one
we be
time,
vetoing?
Jed.
Can we be vetoing these
Yeah, I think we should.
comments? Alex, can you just put that on the to-do list to make sure we don't
What
have?
we need is like a fucking
Problematic.
twink in. So we can put the
Comment.
comment up and twink out.
Black it
The
out.
words we don't show 'em.
Yeah.
We need a sponsor for that.
Well, I wasn't mad. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
I wasn't upset about it, the whole ordeal.
Well, you're very gracious, Emily, and I'm thankful because I reflect on that time frequently, and a little part of me dies. I'm glad we were able to work through it. And look, here we are.
Reunited.
Emma's coming back. Before you kick in, have you got a drink? Have you got everything you need?
I think I'm all set.
I need
You're
a
all
drink.
set.
Brennan needs a drink.
Does Brennan need a drink? Why don't you grab a drink now before Emily starts this amazing song? Because you don't want to miss out
You're
on
not
that.
allowed to interrupt the song.
Don't
Remember, we
interrupt the
set
fucking
some
song.
ground rules tonight,
Some
Brenny.
boundaries.
All right. Well, can you just read out some more comments while I go get a drink or something?
Yeah. Okay. We have.
Hang on a minute, just before you did it. Would anybody else like a drink while I'm up?
Okay.
Emma's okay?
I'm good. I just got one.
Oh,
So
you're
I didn't
all right?
ask.
I'm
I
alright.
was rude.
So we've got.
I'm
Clearly
fine,
all right.
thank you.
And
yeah.
while we
Have you
while
offered Emily one? Yeah.
Like literally just there.
so Jack Piage,
Piage, that's how you say it.
Piage. Jack Piage says Emily C. Browning is stopping me, Emily C. frowning, and making me Emily C. smiling. You bastard.
It's
Jack
a stretch.
Piage.
It's adorable though.
Can she play the song? I really like it, and I want to hear it. Yes,
I
Jack.
like
Obviously,
it.
it's
Yes,
going.
we're just stalling for drinks.
So Jack is obviously new to the internet and the format of the show. Which is a joke because Jack was actually our debut guest performer.
Well, in the home.
In the home, that's right.
Wait, are we sure?
100%, baby.
I really feel like someone else, well, apart from Alex, but I feel like there's been someone else.
We had Neil Fraser on Zoom.
Yeah, but...
Did you want one?
I did, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Freddie.
You can have that one, Alex.
All right. Anyway, so everyone's sorted? Oh, no,
No.
Brenny's still going. Right. I guess at this point, I just want to say thank you again. Oh, this prop here.
Oh.
Hey, it's still got the number on it. As Emma's number
Yeah,
67.
Ooh, what does that mean?
He was number 67 in the I Want It video.
Of course. Of course.
Right.
He was
so
on a
you,
shelf.
these children that I deal with that are trying to do this fucking show. Everyone's sorted. Fantastic.
God, now I'm so excited to finally hear the song.
Me too.
Me too.
It's all you. It's all you, Emily.
Ooh. All right. Okay. This is called I Wasn't Into You Anyway, which heavily implies that I was. There's a dripping tap in the back of my head. There's an echoing cave in a TV set. Rerunning the time you told me we should be friends, yeah. Things fell from the tip of my tongue, and I think you misread. All the interest in me fell out of your head. There's a mood that can draw like a bucket of rocks now. Oh my, go and I. We like to feel connection and then fall from the height at the first sign of rejection. But I'll be okay. I wasn't into you anyway. I'll be okay. I wasn't into you. I wasn't into you anyway. And I've been thinking about you casual around, like brushing up on the ways to read a room somehow. When you read me aloud, up and down like a magazine. And now I'm fragile like film overexposed, playing back the tapes till they all erode. Just rewinding the signs I should have been finding. Oh my, go and I. We like to feel connection and fall from the high at the first sign of rejection. But I'll be okay. I wasn't into you anyway. I'll be okay. I wasn't into you. I wasn't into you anyway. I wasn't into you anyway. There's a dripping tap in the back of my head, an echoing cave in a TV set. Am I going? We like to feel connection, and then I fall from the high at the first sign of light. We like to feel connection, and then I fall from the high, but I wasn't into you anyway. I
of town.
How do you play guitar like that?
Jeez Louise.
I knew I should have kept going to guitar
Oh
lessons.
my gosh.
Not too
Oh
late.
my gosh. Emily, that was actually unreasonably good. I can't even. The comments are coming in thick and hot. We've got.
That's the way I
Wow,
like it.
what a treat. Carwin Devi says, yeah, freaking magic. Kidda Carmel. We've got a love heart emoji, butterfly love heart. Mishka Venings, I felt this song, feel this song, feeling it.
Feeling it. Everyone's
Laurie
feeling it.
Skilton,
Wow.
awesomeness. Emily, I'm losing my melon. That
Wow.
was honestly actually unreasonably good.
Any
Thanks,
comments
man.
about the mix?
Um,
No, it's just a
I
joke.
would have
Awesome
liked to
mate.
hear.
It's just a joke. Just a joke. Oh, Emily, it's the Norman. Back to the Norman. Yeah.
We're back to the
You can actually
Neumann.
swing the other one out of the way now.
Let's
if you
get
want.
rid of that.
Yeah, we
Gone.
can. Let's get rid of it now. Yeah.
That was so good. Oh my god! Because I've watched
Too
that
much
video
teeth,
quite a
too
few
much
times.
teeth going on.
But
Thank you
what
so much.
arrangement! Oh my goodness! And the
I was
delivery.
a bit nervous actually.
Oh
The
really?
pressure.
Oh
It's
man!
just, live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, I
All
hope it
these
wasn't.
people in the room.
You did a great job.
I hope that wasn't conducive of the environment that we tried.
Absolutely not.
Try to
No,
create, yeah.
a nervous in an excited way. You know how excitement and nervousness are kind of the same thing. That's how I felt.
They're kind of like that couple from school who were like always together, but they weren't quite high school sweethearts. Like they would might see other people. They were always together. Nervousness and excitement. You did right.
They wanted to patch, but they didn't.
And while
That's
I've,
it.
while I've got you here, Emily, 3 quick fire questions. Putting in the fucking hot seat is going to be brutal.
Let's do
It's
it.
going to be brutal. In actual
Can
fact,
I get the audio ready first? Sorry.
yeah, you can. That's fine. Do we need to bring Emily to the fore? Should we put her in the seat?
a heck and zoom again.
Oh, you do a he can swim again.
Except I got this mic stand cutting her off. Hang on.
Cool, we're good to go.
So Emily, quick fire, rapid fire.
Quick production, thanks.
And if you perhaps you don't support this business or it doesn't matter, like just for the sake of it, if you were to order something on Uber Eats, what is your default?
Okay.
Quick fire.
Burger King.
Yes!
Oh my god! Wow.
Because of the vegan, right?
It's because of the Rebel Whopper.
Oh, it's
Because
'cause of
it's
the Rebel
vegetarian, mate. And McDonald's just does not have an option.
No, they don't. Brilliant.
They
Brilliant.
got
Thank you.
chips.
Thank you.
Chips.
They have chips.
Which you get sick of as a vegetarian burger.
Yeah.
Second rapid
true.
fire question. If you were able to travel anywhere in the world right now, as soon as lockdown, actually we can anyway, but where would you go if you could go anywhere in the world right now, all expenses paid, flights sorted, where on this planet would you go, and then please tell us why?
It'd be London, mate.
London?
London, mate. And I'm doing a super bad job of
You
it.
geezer.
It was
Just so I
cracking.
could say, London, how you fucking doing? Put your hands in the air.
Love
Do
it.
you know what I mean?
And do you have
I like the cocaine there.
do you have
Yeah.
some
They got very good cocaine.
they do, and it's cheap.
I was just about to say, is the F word allowed? But now he's
Fuck
talking about
yes,
cocaine, so
yeah.
I could
Well,
only
we've got
assume.
Everything is
If we're
allowed.
to-
As
Fine.
you-
Everything
as
is
you find
allowed.
out,
Because we've actually got
put
a disclaimer.
up.
We've got
Oh,
the
we got the
disclaimer.
disclaimer.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay,
It's absolutely
right.
fine.
Should always
Okay.
do cocaine when you
London. We're talking London. We're talking the vegan Burger King. And the third and final question: what do you love most about Otahi Christchurch?
The community, Moses.
Yes, what an answer!
Kia ora, very
I
good.
love it.
Didn't
Very
even have
good.
to think.
So
Didn't even
good.
have to think. And,
So good.
And when you say, what is it about the community?
It's just the way that everyone's really nice to each other. It's not a competitive environment. It's a supportive environment.
Yeah, naming no names, but like fucking stuck up Wellington and bullshit Auckland and fucking
Fucking Nelson
Drop-
can fuck off
drop
while you're
dead
at it.
Dunedin. The jeez. No, I hear. So that's Vito. You hate all the other centres. Thank you. So thanks for joining us, Emily, tonight. It's been really great to have you on the show. We're just gonna make sure that that'll be the title that comes up with the.
Emily hates
with the-
everywhere
with the-
else.
Yeah.
Except for Otahi Christchurch.
No, but honestly, thank you, Emily. That was a truly beautiful performance, and
Thanks.
I know we all feel very privileged to to have you right here, and the viewing audience have been blown away.
Oh, I'm honoured to be here. I'm blessed to be invited.
And how's your drink doing?
Is it still alright?
It's still good. We've
It's
still
still
got some
good.
left. I
It's still
actually need to
good.
use the bathroom. Probably did.
You can
Whare Paku is just there next to the bathroom.
Excellent.
follow the signs that don't exist.
Wow.
And you'll find
How
it.
about that, people? What a treat. I'm going to take my headphones off.
That
'cause
was
It
awesome.
makes it so cinematic and intense when I've got my headphones
I
on.
know, it's wild.
Because we actually had a look recently back at the very first show that Emma and I did when it was in lockdown. We were using the webcam and like a phone, I think. And it's just like
The lapel mic.
and the lapel mic. And it was
And
just
I was like having to
You should actually take a picture of us set up now so you can
Is my
post it
microphone
later.
on?
Oh, sorry. There you
I
go.
was having to flick between scenes using the laptop, but the laptop was also the webcam that was my camera. So I was just leaning into it and kind of like looking like awkwardly, like trying to like cut between me and Moses at the appropriate times so you can tell that I'm cutting, like because I'm just
Right.
leaning over the
so
computer.
and that was before the Stream Deck arrived, which
Yeah.
now has everything loaded in.
Yeah.
I think this button's broken.
Oh, I keep fucking leaving my wine behind.
Oh,
We've
we
got
can
a
get
broken
that
button.
fixed.
What
That's
button?
absolutely fine.
What button
That's
is
absolutely
broken?
fine.
No, we'll get that fixed.
Which one?
I reckon John
Fuck, how
O'Leary
good
might
was
be able to
Emily?
fix that.
That was ridiculous.
She was very, very
She's
good.
She's in the
amazing.
bathroom right now, so we can. She's in
Yeah.
the bathroom right now. Whare Paku,
How
so we
good
can talk
is her
about it.
guitar playing?
That was
Like,
insane.
that song's off the
So
fucking
good.
hook.
That was
I
unbelievable.
love that song.
It was stupid good. And I'll live up.
Here she comes.
I
Here she
stand
comes.
by what I said. Once you hear it, you will shit everywhere.
Yeah.
In fact, Emily did.
Yeah, she's just pooped it out.
She shat everywhere after her own song. Just
Yeah.
like the rest of you did.
Maybe you post a photo in the comments on the live stream.
I don't know
Oh, I
if you
can't talk
can.
about the show while we're on the
No,
show.
don't.
No, you're allowed to
Well,
talk
I did
about
I
that.
did that. Yeah. It's more when we digress into that banter.
Or when
about-
there's technical difficulties and we point them out.
Don't
I
observe
just want to
the
share a picture of
technical
what
Thing is,
behind
no one
the
else
scenes
knows.
looks like.
difficulties.
No one else knows about the difficulties.
So, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to go from there. That performance was like actually unreasonable. It was a transient experience. I feel like I'm a better person.
Let's get Alex on the couch.
Oh, it's,
Oh,
already?
is it almost hot seat time?
Already?
I don't know.
I was just going to do another, because, Emily just performed, it was amazing, and then when she was going to do number twos, we were all,
Once, thank you.
okay, damn it.
Under the bus.
Damn it.
Under the bus.
Oh,
I was going to think, man,
It
if
would've
she
been better
can-
if you
she can
owned
do
it.
number twos in that time. That is some efficient
it just isn't
pooing.
the truth.
Oh, never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Hashtag all
And while she
media.
was doing that, and we were all talking about how fucking amazing it was, and I was saying we're just literally doing the thing that she loves about Christchurch, is the community and the support, especially amongst like our music crew. And so on that note, I would also like to do just a quick plug of another track and video that came out. I don't know if it was
Ooh,
yesterday
yes.
or a few days ago
Come
or
on,
today. I don't know, but I only saw it today, and it's Beacon Bloom. And
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember the name of the song.
It's nothing here but you.
Nothing Here But You.
One
but
take.
it's straight up probably one of the best music videos, if not the best music video seen come out of New Zealand, like in the last 6 months,
Very, very good.
12
Big
months
call.
maybe.
Super
And I'm
great.
I'm
Huge
just
call.
like negging my own videos, even though they're like probably the best. No, just kidding. That
Not to
video,
mention our esteemed guest.
that video is literally incredible.
No, it is. It is.
It's so
insane.
good. I
haven't
watched it
seen
and
it.
it's 6 minutes long, and
I
I
haven't
watched
seen
it
it.
start to finish twice.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, so good,
Mm.
so good, and the song's
I
good.
will check it out though.
Ryan actually
Do
came
check it out,
down and he
please.
brought his lovely friend Olivia, and they were hanging out at the Astro Lounge, and it was nice to be able to say to him
What,
how
yesterday?
much
The
I
other
enjoyed
day?
his video.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you see
was-
Ryan?
Yeah,
at
no, I
Astro
did.
Lounge?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I just had a few too many martinis.
Yeah, it was quite intense because it was all the cool jazz cats. You had your Jack Pages and your Chris Withies and your Georgie
Clifford.
Cliffords.
And Chris Withy
Yeah.
Yes, and
and Ryan Ferris.
It was a really nice vibe at the Astro
It
Lounge.
was lovely. There was a lot of drinking,
There was a lot of drinking.
which I don't really do at
Class,
Astro
Got
Lounge
there,
anymore,
didn't
but
it?
I
no,
did.
Jed hasn't come to the Astro Lounge for
But
probably.
he's a jazz boy.
Jed has a new child.
He does, Milo.
Well, then he's got a perfect sober driver. You know, there's no excuses.
Exactly.
Jed.
Meaty.
Nice fresh one, a nice fresh one.
Come and say hello to the people.
Should we do this song?
Yeah, no, I reckon you're fucking dead right. I reckon it's time for a song.
Am I going on the hot seat?
Well,
The song should finish the show.
the song should finish the song.
Because if we really fuck it up, Moses can just hit end show and we can just cut it.
Very smart, very smart, very smart, man. So while we're bringing in Alex to the hot seat, I just checked through some of the comments. Oh no, they're still coming about Emily's performance. Jason Mitchell says, Jason Mitchell says unreasonably good. Awesomeness from Lowell's Skilton. Here's one that's different. Phoebe says, "Oh no, it's still in the relative same vibe. Does excitement make you throw up and shit yourself like nerves do?"
Sometimes.
It can do, yeah.
Yeah, my guts get wobbly when I'm a bit excited.
Emma, and I know Emma's just gone whare paku, but I know that she'll stand by this. Emma, when Emma's on tour or we've got shows, it's changed now, but for a while it was like
nervous pose.
A lot of nervous pose.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
It was a thing.
It was a thing.
It would be like up to 6 or 7. For.
You did. You were great. Yeah. You had wet wipes. You had
everything.
The tea towel.
I made sure it was available.
Yeah.
And available again.
And I find it's the loss of appetite and the nervous pose together, and you just kind of you drop some pounds and you just sort of look a bit frail, and then everything just kind of turns to custard. But
it's the ill combo. It's the ill combo.
And then you come right. And then you come right.
Come right. Eat a lot of BK.
Yeah. A lot of
the rebels.
A lot of rebels.
And here he is. G. Armstrong Parsons says, "Hey Moses, would love to come check out you at the Astroland one of these days. Wicked stuff, everybody."
Yeah.
I see what he's doing there. Thank you, Jed. It's an ambiguous
amazing.
cultural reference to a fan of mine. Does Moses get a stiffy when he done poo? I'm pretty sure
there's
that
a whole new category for that.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Yes. No, I actually do. There was a period of time where my penis would become engorged while I was defecating, and it was when it was a time in my life when my diet wasn't right. The feces were coming out very hard, with big logs, and I think it was my GP. Proposed that it was something to do with the pressure against my prostate, and that's why it wasn't an erotic experience. It was just a purely physiological reaction. But for the record, I don't get off on doing poos. Okay, I just want to clarify, I don't get off doing poos. There was just a period in my life where I recognised that I would get a stiffy when I did feces number 2s, and so some might joke that might turn into number 3s, which is something I would never do in the bathroom anyway, because I'm not a complete animal. But Alec, we've got Alex in the hot seat. Alex, talk me through it. What's going on in your life, man?
In the hot seat, I am. What am I doing? I am building a tiny house, exhibiting all of that.
Just a small
Is
job.
it for? Have you got some ants moving in or something? Something?
It's just a small job.
There's a reference to Zoolander, if anyone doesn't understand it, 2002 with Ben Stiller.
Yes, and
wow, Owen Wilson. Wow.
Does your house need to be at least 3 times bigger to fit a human being?
Got midgets moving in.
Emily tied it round.
Needs to be at least 3
Brought it back
times. That's the one.
She brought it back round. Okay, so you're building a tiny house. So
I am, but my dad has got the plans in his brain.
So it's the bit above, back up behind where you got studio space, and up it back behind the
Right.
Like oozing white privilege out of every pore.
At least he admits it.
Yeah. So
Moses
the
is
one-
thrown off by the wokeness of Alex Harmer.
This is not. I'm used to. I'm so prepped to bring stuff back, and then he's taking the assumptive lead, so I'm a bit bamboozled. But speaking of your house, Scotty Blakemore, hey Mo, hipped up
Excuse me.
Chocolate banana
This is
chips.
my
Sorry, mate, I know it's your. Sorry, it's just my old mate from school. We spend a lot of time. It's my brother from another mother. Love you, Scott. Love you, Ali. Love the family. Hope the bros are good. Anyway, your time, Alex. So you're building a tiny house.
I've also just
What? Talk me through the arrogance in your mind and the mind of your whānau,
yes.
which put you in a position to do something so stupid.
Well, if you,
Well, we remortgaged the farm.
I'm really
What we
sorry.
did.
That was real mean. I'm joking.
my father and I were drinking Stone's ginger wine, and while we were shooting ducks on May the 1st, and we thought, why don't I just get out the mill some cedar and build you a tiny house up the back of the studio.
And are we still going? Are we still taking
This
the
is
Range
not-
Rover up to the Sounds to celebrate after once the
With
roof's
the
on?
other- with the
So
other
that's
yacht.
roof day.
With-
Roof day is
Yeah.
extending into a roof weekend.
Yes.
And we don't actually have to shout the contractors piss because you are doing it
Yeah.
all
and-
yourselves. So we're shouting ourselves up to the.
Yeah, and the important thing is that the other,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
the Marlborough Sounds is the location of the other yacht.
Mm.
The first one's in Whangarei.
So you yacht to the yacht, and then you yacht around.
Yeah,
and
by the
then
way, none of
yacht
this
back
is
to
true.
the other yacht.
Yeah. It's exaggerated.
So sorry, we really. So we got off to a shit start there.
Anyway,
I'm going to start the segment
other
again.
exciting things.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, humans of all genders and orientations, Alex Harmer is in the hot seat, and he's going to tell us about why he thinks it's cool to live in this city and kind of get around with the attitude that he does.
It's great for cycling. If you like shopping at Valentine's, it's excellent.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. I think I've had one too many pals, but I do want to thank pals for being a legacy sponsor. So we don't have to pay for it, which is great because I don't actually like it. No, but Alex, what is talk me through what was the last movie you watched? Film.
I saw it at
Cinema.
Lumiere. It was the one with
Cousins.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
White chicks.
And it was about the spying in Russia. And
Is that broccoli cucumber batch?
yeah, it was him. Yeah. And he actually does a marvelous English accent.
Benadryl, come on my back.
I love
Yeah.
that Emily gave Alex a chance. She was like, it was Cousins, like the Māori film, and then it was just like, it was something with the widest eye on the planet.
I tried to help, man. I really tried.
Alex should have just owned that.
The privilege is just oozing out of every pore, I tell you. I
Why are we
recently...
on this buzz?
I don't know. It's funny.
It's
It's
not a
funny.
topic, but I bet
It's
you
right.
can't scull. I bet I can scull this drink.
Oh, yeah. So this week I'm
This
really
is why
excited.
Alex is single.
Wait, just let Alex talk.
It is Alex in the hot
The
seat.
joke is that I never get to talk in my hot seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a Fender Rhodes this week.
Ah, now.
Very
So
excited about it.
for the
Still saving for the Gibson.
Yeah. Did you buy the one that they couldn't because they couldn't service the chipping bowl?
Yes.
And so you picked that up off
What?
Weasel.
Yeah, exactly.
Where'd you get the Fender Rhodes?
The Fender Rhodes was from a contact.
Marketplace.
And talk me through the difference
Definitely
between a
marketplace.
Fender Rhodes and let's say a keyboard or a piano.
Ah, right. Well, it's a mechanical piano. It's an electric piano, and the hammer hits a hardened steel tine, and so it makes the tine vibrate, and it's why sounds like bells because it kind of is. Yeah. And then each tine is assigned a pickup, like a guitar, except it's
Yeah.
got 73 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
And
So
my God.
that's why if it's not going through an amplifier, you can still kind of hear
Yeah,
it, but then you put
exactly.
it through an amplifier.
Yeah.
And if you were, who's that band that were floating around? What's it?
Muse.
House of
Mouse of
Mountain.
Mountain.
I think they used to run a Fender Rhodes through a couple of valve amps.
Very heavy couple of valve amps.
like a Space Echo, maybe a double
Yeah.
hot cake, and it has stereo delay, and you get some of those
Yes.
horrible guys. One of them was a rapist,
Whoa.
I heard.
What?
What?
So they're cancelled. We don't talk about them on the show.
Whoa. Why would you throw yourself under the bus like that?
Not my fucking band.
Yeah. Sleepy.
I'm just going to bring up the disclaimer quickly, which is, and we have to do this because Emma's signed to a major record label now. So there's a powers that be kind of like leaning and like, oh, we're not sure about this angle and
the cocaine
and all the
yachts.
This is not true.
But so at your studio, Alex, with the how is the Fender Range
Range Rover
change your life? Is it like the Range Rover? Is it always in the shop?
It
is it
like
always it's always with Guy Benfield?
Yes,
got horrible
it's similar to the Range Rover in that
always in the shop.
Always at the shop.
Yeah,
but it sounds really good.
Well, if we're talking 72 pickups, one for each.
73.
73.
So what happens is the hammer hits the tine, and then you get this bell-like sound, and then I love it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So you're actually at this point you've got the Nord.
Mm-hmm. No, I sold the Nord.
It's sold Nord. Nord fucked off.
The Nord funded. Thank you, Charlotte. Funded my Wurlitzer, which I also have.
So you've got a Whirly and a Rhodes.
I actually have the trio.
Now, does the Whirly doesn't have the rotating speaker in it, does it?
No, it just sounds like it does.
yeah, wicked. So, can you talk me through the new forgive my ignorance.
The Wurlitzer is the competing electric piano of the 60s and 70s, which fits better in a mix and has a better action, but fewer people know about it. So it's got a reed instead of a tine, so it's a slim bit of metal, and the pickup surrounds it. And it's much easier to play, and it's much easier to set up, and much easier to get sounding good in a mix. But people don't know about them as much. So I've got both. The Rose is great because it's like the fancy pants one.
Now that you have both, will that help kind of...
Will I finally be
give
happy?
me more... So if I come to your beautiful space and record some of my original music, will talk me through the ways in which that'll help me write better songs.
You will feel more authentic because you won't be using a native instrument sample or like one of those pads, or the Nord will be out the fucking window. So
we're talking analog versus digital.
Yeah. Right? The reality of the situation is that it just sounds better.
It just sounds better.
And plus, I just got my upright tuned today, so that's sounding really lovely.
I've been trying to get my upright tuned pretty much since I hit puberty, but apparently you got to get married before
of course
that can actually happen.
Is my segment over yet?
You can pay for it. You can pay to get your upright tuned. If you're desperate and you get stuck.
Yeah, there's houses.
There's a great spot on Manchester Street. Well, Manchester Street used to be alive with
upright tuners. Yeah, there was a hell of a lot of good-looking upright tuners. Especially back in the early 2000s.
Do you know, it actually reminds me of a story I had. So I grew up in church and staunch, we were born again Christians, praise the fucking Jesus, all that buzz. And these boys came and caught up with me at a later date after I'd would escape that cult. And they came and picked me up, and we drove around, and we went down Manchester Street, and we picked up this upright tuner, and we picked up a sex worker, is what they're called. That's what we call them. We don't call them prostitutes. We don't call them hookers or holders or anything. We don't call them upright tuners. I just want to apologise. I'm just going to bring that disclaimer back up quickly. No, but it's true story. And she was lovely, and she was like, what are you guys doing? And we're like, well, would weirdo ex-Christian still kind of Christian, driving around confused about life.
You're trying to say that.
And she's like, okay, cool. Do you have any drugs? And it was like, no, we don't. And
just the Bible.
We just did a couple loops around the four abs.
Snort some parables.
And then just everyone kind of forked out and gave her a bunch of cash and dropped her back, and that was
nice.
that was that.
That's what Jesus and the disciples would have done.
But did you pay her?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what.
Just for a time.
So, Alex, talk me through your experience with sex workers.
Oh, wow. I used to flat with one when I was 18.
It's cool now, right? It's cool. It's like back in the day, it was like, oh, what? You're a prostitute?
So
it's like, that's not a thing anymore.
I was young and green, and my parents answered an ad in the paper when I wanted to go boarding after high school. And they just dropped me off and left me in this house in Nelson on Waimea Road. And
with a Range Rover in the boat.
They drove off, and she's like, I'm a prostitute. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then
Did you ask how much?
What sort of detail should I go
your
into?
first question, how much?
No. Wow. No one's ever said that. Sorry, that was real spicy of me.
It's okay.
So, yeah, she turned out to be really cool. But how deep do you want me to go with the story?
We can move right on. So I reckon what would be really exciting for, not just myself and the people in this room, but also the viewing audience. Alex, tell me, what would be the best thing that could happen in 2021? If you could wave a magic wand, and we've got a few months, we're April, that means we've got 3 quarters left. What for you would just make your year?
It's going to be COVID related. I would love to see a bit less of this kind of interruption to our lives. Yeah.
So we're talking,
Worldwide.
less immigrants. We'll take their food, but we don't less just. Is that
I
where
don't think
we're
that's what he was saying at all.
I don't know where he was going. I'm fucking lost.
we want COVID
more
to.
free travel between
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
and
I would have asked for fucking money. Just give me
Alex
fucking
cares about the
$15
human
million.
Oh no! So sorry. So what you're saying is
people.
you just it's you feel and recognise that it's having such a massive impact on people's lives, and you'd just like to see it.
I think suicide rates are really spiking, and I've heard through the grapevine from friends who work in the health sector, and also I'd like to see greater distribution of Range Rovers.
Yeah, the Defender style mostly.
Yeah.
Their sales are sort of dropped a bit. They need to come back up.
And I'd like to see less arbitrary destruction of a reasonably good economy that most of the world had.
Alex, that's absolutely beautiful. Now, before you go, just before you leave, going to give you 3 rapid fires. I'm going to mix up a little bit from what we did for Emily. Number 1.
Yes.
Would you rather be an extra, but as if it was real life, on Shortland Street or Home and Away?
Oh, probably Shortland Street, because more people would know who I was. And then I'd be like, hey, I saw you.
Apparently that's the best paid acting job in New Zealand.
It is.
Is that right?
Yeah.
An extra on Shortland Street.
There you
No, just an actor on Shortland Street, not an extra.
go. So never mind then.
Okay. Alex, talk me through your favourite family meal growing up. Well, it might be your grandma, it might be an older brother, it might be your mum.
Yep.
Favourite meal.
So my mother used to do, from scratch, she would do apple turnovers, which she used to do with like a curvy plate, cut out the shape in the pastry, and then put the apple paste in that, which no doubt she grew in our own orchard. Collected in the Range Rover probably, and
Picked by the help. The apples were picked by the help.
Oh my god. Why are we making fun of Alex?
It's so unfair. It's so unfair. It's so unfair.
Disclaimer.
it's actually hilarious because we grew up pretty much poverty stricken. So, but yeah, she knew what she was doing. So, she'd put a little bit of apple in the pastry and fold it over, and then use her fingers, I remember this vividly, to press the corners of the apple turnover shut, and then that would bake, and it was yum.
Sounds absolutely delicious. I'm going to learn that recipe and I'm going to cook it for your birthday.
Oh yeah.
So third and final question. When which is the same as the one I did for Emily Browning, incredible esteemed guest. And how good was that performance?
Amazing,
unbelievable.
Definitely Uber Eats.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Oh, I have not been to the Caitlin's yet.
In Dunners. Well, we could drive there right now after the show. We'll take the wing road.
I'm not a traveller. Or
I could chuck in $50 for gas.
Whangamata. My
Whangamata.
cousin spends a lot of time in Whangamata.
Small there.
I love that.
I've never been there either. So
you'd like it.
He's a surfer.
Alex, you're a gentleman. You're a scholar. Let's just hear a final beautiful nugget from that mind of yours, that tapestry of just cascading wisdom and beauty, which I love so much.
Oh, thank you, Moses.
Just a final note.
Oh, just anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you draw a line between the Earth and Venus every for 8 years, must be a week or something, it makes a perfect shape of a rose.
Oh,
get out of town.
Like,
fuck
the
off.
The way that it's moving around.
I don't believe him.
Fuck off.
Prove it.
Google it.
English rose.
Probably. Probably English, darling. Yes.
Beautiful.
With the lines they intersect and it makes an amazing rose pattern.
I believe you.
There's a lot of coincidence in the solar system. There's actually a book called A Little Book of Coincidence in the Solar System. It's incredible.
I want to read that.
Is it an audio
Is it
book?
available on
It's quite
audible?
online?
It's quite
Can
a
we
visual.
get that on iTunes?
Quite a visual book.
Okay.
I don't have time to read books. I'd love it if it was on Audible.
Like a podcast or something.
Yeah.
Well, Alex,
Some
thank you
sort
very
of-
much. You've been an absolute, really good sport, and I just want to apologise. We kind of went down a rabbit hole.
Why?
But I love you with all
We
my
don't
heart
like
and
them.
soul.
Moses.
You're absolutely incredible.
Thank you very much.
Emma, do you just want to jump in here?
Oh no, not really.
Okay. Well, you just go back there. And
I hate being
Don't talk about the show.
I'm breaking my own rule. Don't talk about the show while on the show. Don't talk about the aspects of it because it flows quicker.
There we go. Oh, that was a long segment.
It was a beautiful segment.
Don't
And for all man, we've got a lot of new viewers tonight. It's cool to have that extra little thing because I can see. But yeah, if you're not familiar with the segment, this is the Emma Variety Show. We have we do content. We create content. There's always 3 songs. Typically, the format goes a cover, a request, and an original.
Yeah.
And tonight we did do the original. We didn't do a cover because we had an amazing guest.
Well,
And-
usually the first one's a cover of my choice, and I was going to cover Emily's song, but then I was like,
I would love to hear that. Just saying.
Okay, maybe I should.
Wow,
Can we do that
could
next
be a
week?
thing.
Yeah, I should, and then we'll do a back-to-back like video edit of it, like with cut between Emily's version and mine, and it will just be like beauty, horror, beauty, horror, beauty, horror.
That's not how it works.
I'll do my punk rock version of it.
Yes, that's the point. That's the whole point.
Damn it, Emily! But my whole point was get her to come on and play it, so then I have to do it.
Well, you did that, didn't you? We've already done this
Yummy. Now Moses has left, and I just thought that the camera batteries are dying, so we should do the last song.
Do you want me to save the day?
Has he heard me say that? Hey, hang on. What's he gone outside for anyway? Because he doesn't smoke cigarettes anymore. He started vaping. Oh, he's doing a wee. Must be doing a wee. So yeah, I'm just gonna do some elevator music here. No, just kidding. Oh, he's back. I think that we should just launch into the last song and finish the show on that.
We're gonna finish the song on that. It's been an incredible evening. We love you. We believe in you, Otahi. We believe in you, Aotearoa. Life is, it is like a box of chocolates. If you eat too much, you get diabetes.
Can we get a quick chance here at the bass, please?
Absolutely. I'm just going to bring that.
Thank you. Perfect.
Oh, Mishka's asked if there's a river wombat in the stars, but
Well,
Mishka,
she
you
arrived
tuned
to
in
the
late.
show late.
And we did it early.
She said that. She did say that.
It was you were. We did
that.
it early. We did it
Thank
early in
you,
the
brother.
game. You
Really
missed
appreciate
it.
man. Thank you.
So this last song we're gonna play is a request by a guy called Robbity Bob. So Rob or Bob, if you're watching, this is for you, but I don't know your real name, so I cannot identify you. I think that is this person's Spotify name. They were one of the only people that actually did find the playlists on Spotify and add the song themselves, so that's pretty cool. And it's a 21 Pilots song. 21 Pilots are massive, like huge, and I don't really listen to their music, but maybe I should, because I like this song.
Quite groovy.
It's very emotional.
You were practicing it earlier and you kind of started vibing out hard, right?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? This song is sad as fuck. I'm going to cry.
Okay.
Don't fuck it up, Alex.
Well, that's the other thing. We were vibing out on the song before the show because we were still trying to figure out how the fuck it goes before the show. We're going to have Moses play bass. We're going to have Alex on like that. And
I'm gonna have Alex on the rest of everything.
we're just going to invent our own structure and hope it doesn't fall apart, but it's fine if it does. This is for you, Robbity Bob.
Oh,
Not that.
fucking-
Not that.
Wait a
That
minute.
bit comes later.
Alex, do you need to do a quick test of things?
Right, let's do it. How do we take it from the
Testament to the preamble of we did not really rehearse this enough.
It's absolutely fine.
Is it-
It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
It's absolutely fine.
Oh, and we're also having Emily play guitar in it, which we
Yes,
decided
this is
very
incredible.
last minute,
Thank you.
so that's good. I ponder of something great. My lungs will fill and then deflate. They fill with fire, exhale desire. I know it's dire my time today. I have these thoughts, so often I ought to replace the slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. Sometimes quiet is violent. I find it hard to hide it. My pride is no longer inside. It's on my sleeve. My skin will scream, reminding me of who I killed inside my dream. I hate this car that I'm driving. There's no hiding from me. I'm forced to deal with what I feel. There is no distraction to mask what is real. I could pull the steering wheel. I have these thoughts, so often I ought to replace the slot with what I once bought. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit in silence. I ponder of something terrifying, cause this time there's no sound to hide behind. To find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There are things we can do, but from the things that work there are only two, and from the two that we choose to do, peace will win and fear will lose. It is faith and then sleep. We need to pick one, please, because faith is to be awake, and to be awake is for us to think, and for us to think is to be alive. And I will try with every rhyme to come across like I am dying to let you know you need to try to think. I have these thoughts, so often I ought to replace a slot with once and what more. Cause somebody stole my car radio and now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit. in silence. And now I just sit. Now I just sit in silence. There we go. And now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit in silence. And now I just sit. We did it!
Thank you so much. We love you. Welcome. This has been another Tuesday night. Episode 36?
38.
38. Emily Browning. Check out. I'll just bring it up. There it is. You got at emily.c.browning on Facebook. Same on Instagram. emily.c.browning. Check out the incredible new single.
I wasn't into you anyway.
Genius, and that was such a beautiful performance. Alex, you're amazing in the hot seat tonight. It's awesome to have my sister Corral here. Woo! She's been out of shots, so I haven't seen her, but love you. Brenny, you're the man. Best mate, Brenny.
All right.
Incredible sponsor. Oh, you're the man. Yes, Emily, thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you
cool
for
to have
having
you.
me.
And Emma.
And me, I've been here the whole time, and I've got a song coming out tomorrow.
Yes.
Check on my socials at 7:30 a.m. You will be disappointed. Have a good night. See you later.